Hello, cheers. We are Geeks Assembled, and today me and Susan are discussing a 1995 movie uh, about three drag queens on the road. Um, of course, it's two. There, yes, Susan. Go, go for it, Susan. Two Wong Foo. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Um, yes, it's a road movie comedy. Also, a movie about discovery of finding oneself. Um, with three well-known actors, American actors, um, playing the three main roles of the drag queens, um, which came as a surprise when watching this because what performance they put in.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they come across bigotry in a small town, and also bigotry from a sheriff who played by Chris Penn, I think it is.
Yeah.
Um, who, well, we'll go into details when we go along. But Susan, your opening thoughts then on To Wong Foo. I won't say the full title. To Wong Foo.
Okay. To Wong Foo, thanks for everything. Julie Newmar. I will say it over and over and over again because I love it because it ends in Julie Newmar. And Julie Newmar is featured in this as a cameo, big cameo with a lot of chutzpah. And it's actually a story, like Lee said, it's a story of discovery. And our three main drag queens are two of the drag queens of New York and New Jersey or wherever. And they go to the club in New York and they win their award, but then they are part of being the winners of in the they tied actually.
Yeah.
They don't usually don't have a tie because the year before that, apparently RuPaul as different as what was it?
RuPaul is in this, isn't he?
What was her character name? Her character name was Contagious something.
Rachel Tensions.
Rachel Tensions, and like the Confederate flag made into a dress was, in my humble opinion, the most perfect use of that. That was like, yeah, fuck that shit. Anyway, like it was just so good. Oh my gosh. And RuPaul was not RuPaul, apparently. But yeah, RuPaul was definitely RuPaul. Like there can't if RuPaul is the queen and then playing a character that's also the queen, then there just isn't any separation there. They're gonna be this. It's gonna be RuPaul. Anyway, so it's Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes as the queens that win the contest and have to cross the country to Cali, to Los Angeles to go participate in the Drag Queen of America, which is hosted there in the original Tinseltown. We just had an audio adventure that we're reviewing this week, called Bad Day at Tinseltown. This was a good day at Tinseltown. It ends with a really fabulous day at Tinseltown. So the trek across the country is beautiful, and they end up breaking down in a small town in in small town America, and they end up transforming the town and interceding in behalf of an abused lady and transforming a very racially and humanly devastated little community from that state until into a a more fabulous little town. And they have the Strawberry Festival, and everybody ends up in the Strawberry Festival wearing red and the most beautiful stuff. It was fun. And it was, yeah, they definitely ended up seeing big time prejudice, big time, and it really changed the police officer on so many levels, the whole experience of the drag queens, because at the end he's just like he's just surrounded by people saying, I'm the drag queen, I'm the drag queen. Anyway, fun. Let's see. I enjoyed the story so much, and John Leguizamo recently has been, pulling out all the stops. He's hosted The Daily Show recently, and he's just doing amazing things. And it's good to remember that he played this character, and that he did Chichi Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So good. Oh my gosh. And really had a lot of there was definitely like show the three different cultures: white drag queens, black drag queens, and Hispanic drag queens. And there's three separate cultures, and there's three separate ways of achieving fabulousness. And yet there's also stuff that is particular to drag queens that can affect normal people. I don't like that term. Affect non-drag queens. That's better. Anyway, yeah. So like their attitude, their acceptance, and in this case, their advocacy for a straight woman who's being physically abused by her horrible husband, and how she is given some tools and some strength to overcome that. And that's real. And domestic violence is something that it's hard for non-drag queens to really deal with. It's hard for drag queens to deal with, but it's also hard for non-drag queens to deal with. And yeah, okay. I've said a lot, and now I just really want Lee to be able to share, because otherwise I'll just talk all afternoon about this movie. Go ahead, Lee.
This is the first time I've seen this movie.
Okay.
I thought I had seen it, like so many other movies. You sit down and say, "Oh, I've seen this before." 20 minutes into it, I'm thinking, I haven't seen this movie. But yeah, what a draw to get like Swayze and say Snipes to do this.
And
but what with with those two, like Swayze and Snipes,
they were at their top of their careers right then.
They were up there. Also known for action movies, and
love stories, and Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, Swayze put his all into this. the way his demeanour as leader for him, and what was Snipes' name, Noxeema Jackson. To get those two to do this, what a coup!
Oh,
But you've also in this you've got Stockard Channing in this. You know, most famous for Grease, of course.
yeah.
Um, you've got Blav Danner in the here
Oh,
because there was Chris Penn. Julie Newmar as a cameo. There's some cameos in here I must have missed. Naomi Campbell,
yeah.
even Quentin Crisp was in this.
Yeah, as one of their judges. It was
Yeah, I must. I'll have to rewatch that scene because
yeah.
and Robin Williams.
Oh, Robin Williams, yeah, and playing basically the same character he was as in the Birdcage.
Well, it was what's his name?
Oh,
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
just a joke.
What a name! But
It's like a song.
for me,
Song.
the movie really started for me was after the sheriff experience, and then they hit the town. They got to the town where they was forced to stay there for a week. That's when the story for me started. The beginning of it was just a build up. This is when the story started, when the townsfolk didn't really have anything to do with them. The young guys were a bit forceful and angry towards them. But once they all got to know them, they were just amazing that the full town stood up for these three drag queens.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing story. It's and to say you had the domestic violence, you had the old woman. What was her name? Was it Alice Drummond? Check it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, Alice Drummond is the old woman who Wesley Snipes sort of befriended. Do you know? I was watching it and I'm thinking, I know that face from somewhere.
Like Danner.
No, it won't have done it. It was Alice Drummond, the old woman,
Oh,
the one who'd never spoke.
right.
And Wesley Snipes got her to speak. And I'm thinking, I know that face from somewhere. And then it just says here now, she's best known as playing the librarian in the opening scenes of Ghostbusters.
Oh, oh,
I mean, that's an iconic scene, that isn't it? With the when she
yeah.
screams. Oh yeah, I know that face. But great, but as you say, Blythe Danner is this as Beatrice as well, and amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, even Jason London as Bobby Ray,
Mm-hmm.
the young kid who sort of falls in love with Chi Chi.
Mm-hmm.
who's so innocent, doesn't realise that it's a guy.
Yeah.
But
and who, there's that total love triangle there between Chi-Chi, the teenager, and Bobby Ray.
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
The
Yeah,
teenager absolutely fawns over Bobby Ray, but is so shy about it that he doesn't even know that she has any feelings and that she's anything like. But then
yeah. I
after a
mean,
couple of quasi dates with Chi-Chi, um not Noxeema, Vita steps in and says, pump the brakes, do something. different.
I
So
mean,
yeah.
you had the sheriff played by Chris Penn, who attempted to rape,
Yes.
which was Vida. But he got his comeuppance there.
And it changes his whole life.
Yeah, he goes on a one-man mission, drag queen hunt
Yeah.
across. Now, I don't think he'd have any jurisdiction in that town.
Yeah.
So,
And when confronted, the whole town says, I'm a drag queen, I'm a drag queen, I'm a drag queen. And it just makes him really, really uncomfortable.
that was, I don't know, maybe was that a nod to Spartacus?
So good reference, Lee. Oh my gosh. Yes, you nailed it. That's it. You win. I'm so jeez. You win the internet. Okay, great. Here, have one internet. Oh my gosh, that's exactly right.
And then, and then you say you get the wife beater as well, who Vida stands up to, and that scene where he what do you call it? He, she. Let's call drag queen Vida. We'll just call her Vida. Kicks open the bedroom door and so the wife beater out.
Yeah.
I mean, just an amazing scene.
Yeah. And
to the floor.
And then he goes to the bar and he comes back and the whole town has embraced them. So now he can't go to his friends and rally his friends. Like that's the other sort of dynamic that usually happens with people who are abusive, is they feel bad when confronted, and then they go off and they find their friends and they regroup and they reassert their gross stuff inside, and then they force their way on back into the abuse. And but at this point, Vida and Chi Chi and Noxima have completely embraced the whole little town, and that is enough to change them.
I mean, see, we're just talking open like this. There's a couple of scenes I like. I think it was a nod to another movie, Wesley Snipes movie, with White Men Can't Jump. The basketball scene.
Oh yeah.
High kick. I'm thinking, he was in White Men Can't Jump, and he's just done that. But
so good.
Yeah, it was. And then another scene with Wesley Snipes is where the young guys of the town are picking on, on the people, and he grabs. He grabs him by the genitalia, shall we say, and won't let go,
and walks him with that
until he says the right words,
and he walks him that way.
Yeah, come on, follow me.
It's like a lead. Oh my gosh! Wow.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this movie.
So glad. I'm so glad we watched it. I love this movie, and I love that it starts out in New York, and it starts off at that one restaurant that's like Stavros, I think, or one of those places like that has all of the walls of the famous people.
That's where they get the picture from,
and that's where they got the picture of Julie Newmar from. And then I like
the commentary there where I think it was Vida who says, "And you were the only one and true Catwoman."
and he the other thing was that The owner of that turns out to be the Robin Williams character, who turns out to be the club owner in Birdcage. So I mean, like, both of those reference each other, and then the sweetness of how they are developing. They actually take Chi Chi under their wings, and they go through like these steps toward queenliness, and oh my gosh, it's basically like how to sacrifice for the greater good, how to how to aim for fabulousness even in tough situations. And I just think, I just watch that, and I you know I fall so short of that, and I know that I know that they're it's just beautiful what they do, and I love the fact that they do it on a road trip,
Yeah.
because that is that other sort of parallel genre of, you know steps to queenliness and road tripping. It's the same. It's a similar story to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, in that they were. I mean, it's the
But this movie was the first. This was 95, before Priscilla.
yeah, yeah,
This was, I think, this was one of the first about drag queens.
yeah,
Mainstream Hollywood movie.
yeah, and it was absolutely gorgeous, and I love that they had actual beautiful drag queens in there. And this is so timely, Lee. I mean, the fact that Lily Savage just died,
Yeah.
and the fact that Darcel 15, for like people on the West Coast, the Northwest of the United States, know Darcel 15, because Darcel 15 basically ran this beautiful club in Portland, Oregon, with just sort of, you know, beautiful ambiance, and really amazing drag shows. The best shows, the best people. It was so good. I used to love her shows when I lived there, and people would come down from Seattle, or come up from Salem, or come up from Grants Pass, or any of the, like, all of the smaller cities in Oregon, to go to the shows, just because there wasn't that kind of fabulousness, that kind, anywhere else in, you know the lower part of Oregon. It was Darcel
Yeah.
15, and she was fabulous. Anyway, and I just really, it's so timely, because I oh my gosh, my heart is, it hurts. I feel really bad that she's passed away.
We don't really plan these things. It's just
It's just
coincidences.
coincidence. I know, it's true.
I've just checked.
Do tell me about Lily. Do you know anything?
Well, I've just checked. You said the Robin Williams was playing the same character. He wasn't.
No, but the same
Similar.
club owner takes care of drag queens, takes care of.
Because I thought I don't remember that name.
No, it's not the name. It's the character. It's the Anyway. Sorry about that.
What do you want to know about?
Lily. What did she have a club in London, or?
Paul O'Grady?
Yeah,
Not that I know of. He played nearly all the clubs, and was a hard worker. He was a social worker. He cared about the welfare of children and stuff like that, and animals. Loved animals. But no, I don't think he ever owned a club. I
oh,
could
okay.
be wrong. I don't think he ever did. I know he was famous for always in his comedy routines. He was always going about the Vauxhall Tavern.
Okay.
So, but yeah, sadly passed away just over a week ago.
Yeah.
At
This is the
the
same time that Darcel did.
age of 67, but he'd had about
So young, too young.
he
Because
he had
Darcel was 93.
yeah, but Paul O'Grady had a couple of heart attacks before that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
back in his day, he used to be a big smoker as well. So,
Hmm.
but apparently he, as far as we know, he went in his sleep. So
Oh, okay.
peacefully. So,
That's good.
but yeah, he'll be sorely missed because he was a big comedy entertainer on TV,
Yeah.
and he loved the Avengers
Oh, nice.
because the last sort of thing he did was for Big Finish in one of the Avengers box sets,
Oh, you don't say.
playing the villain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just loved the Avengers,
All right.
not Marvel Avengers.
The
the British
the Steele and Mrs. Peel and Mr. Steed Avenger.
Tara King and Mister
Oh, Tara
Steele.
King, yeah. All right. So that's our next audio adventure. If you have it.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah, so Wong Foo was to Wong Foo, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. It really was a great empowerment story. It was full of light and life. It was like drag queen story hour. It was drag queens, you know, not overt super sexualizing anything. So in that respect, this is fabulous drag. This is elegant drag. This is nightclub drag. This is beautiful drag. This is drag that doesn't, you know, push the envelope. So I mean, this is like drag queen story hour at your local public library. It's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's lovely, and it's non-sexual and it's non-threatening. And that's really why I'm so angry with the people in the South in the United States that are trying to silence drag queens. Oh man, that
I
really.
mean, I'm not a big follower of drag anyway.
No,
As I always say, each to their own.
right? I know.
But I would never try and stop anything like that.
I know, right? Yeah, it's just, but there's like a big, right wing, ultra conservative push to end drag in the South.
Well, this is what the character of the sheriff was doing.
Yeah,
He
he was even tame compared to what's going on.
Yeah, but what he was saying, his bigotry was saying evil and
yeah,
all like this, and you're thinking, get a life, man.
Yeah, get a life,
Get a life.
all you people down there. Yeah, good.
So, anything else you'd like to say about To Wong Foo?
Yeah, I even watched the once I got the DVD. Thanks, Alex. Once I got the DVD, I watched all the deleted scenes, and you know, there there wasn't too much left on the cutting room floor. This is a really well fleshed out, fabulous movie, and so yeah, they really did.
I wonder how long. I wonder how long it took the three main actors to grasp walking in high heels.
Oh, I know.
In the
But apparently you blokes have an easier time of it than people like me. But I mean, it actually comes easier to you because you got strong legs.
I don't know. I bet there's a few. I bet there's a few things where the cockle over and fall over.
Maybe.
Because they was quite active in the high heels, weren't they? Chi
Yeah.
Chi. But good on them.
Yep.
God bless Patrick Swayze.
God bless Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, for someone to take on a role like that.
Yeah.
So, what's your final Saint score then, Susan?
Well, I think that anybody who relies on their fabulousness, their beauty, it has this movie has a depth that's just gorgeous, and the people who watch it are only made happy by seeing this movie.
Yeah, it does. I know there's some bad things happening in the movie,
Yeah.
but as I said, it's about discovering yourself, and it is a feel good movie,
Yeah.
which
Yep.
outweighs the bad.
The good outweighs the bad. And because John Leguizamo has maybe started pushing towards politics in the Daily Show move, I think that maybe it would be really fun to see him take on these jerks in the South. Anyway, I just love it. I think so much is going on that connects to this story, and I love at the end the beautiful drag show at the end was absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And I think that the ends, in this case, justify everything. And so I'll give it 10. I'll give it 10 beautiful hats for hat day out of 10.
Well, as you say, it's the first time I've seen it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. As I said just now, it's a feel-good movie, and you come away smiling at the end of this movie. Even if you're not a fan of drag or anything like that, it's the characterizations of of these people what draw you in, and you feel for them. So, and good on the main actors for taking these roles on, because you would never have thought these actors would do this. So I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it 10 pairs of high heels out of 10. So that is our little review of To Wong Foo. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. And I have got to agree, she is the one and only true Catwoman. There have been a lot of imposters out there. So, and she's still with us, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Julie Newmar is watching,
Oh.
meow. So you
such a Batman fan. Oh my gosh.
perfect. Of course I am. So you guys out there, once you've watched this video,
go watch.
Please go watch this video, and then go watch the movie.
Oh my gosh.
And then come back and leave a comment. See if you agree with us or you don't agree with us. Because, we like a good debate.
Yeah.
We don't agree on everything. So please leave a comment below. You'll find this video on YouTube It'll be posted on Twitter. It'll be posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
The link will go up on Instagram. So we're all over the socials. Please leave a comment below. If you want to join us, you'll find us on all those socials still. All you need to be is 18 plus if you want to join us. Have a tablet or a PC or a laptop or a mobile phone, but you've got to be 18 plus and have a microphone and camera because we like to see people.
Yep.
That's it, I think. Oh, and also, please, if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and why wouldn't you?
It's true.
Please press the notification, the bell button, and you'll get notified every time we put up a video. We do two a week, so we sort of slowed our little output down because we used to do about 3 or 4 a week, but now it's 2 a week. And I think that's it, isn't it, Susan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So cheers to you, Susan. Cheers to everybody out there.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, yeah. And this mostly won't go up till about a week after Easter, or maybe 2, but you never know. So
and to all the drag queens, I salute you. You're the most gorgeous people. And drag kings, you're the most gorgeous people on planet Earth.
yeah, and rest in peace, Paul O'Grady.
And Darcel 15.
Yeah. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.